Hey, everyone. It is the Let's Get Loud podcast with Alicia and Jose. Oh my God, J and and J.
J
Hi.
and A.
Same.
J and A.
Just J and A.
J and A.
Oh
Hi.
my goodness. How are you?
I'm so good.
Yesterday was my 15-year wedding anniversary, and it was something.
Why was it something?
It was boring.
Oh, okay.
Um, I was like, oh, we should do this and that. And then he was like, I have a meeting at 11. I was like, I am hurt. I am stunned by
Oh,
this.
of course you romanticized this
Fine.
random Tuesday, Wednesday?
Wednesday. It's not random.
Wednesday.
It's not a random Tuesday. 15 years, though, is a long time. You have been married 15 years as well.
Sure have.
Married the same
Definitely
year, you guys.
definitely didn't celebrate my anniversary with a nice day with my husband.
Yeah, no, you're not, you don't do that. But yeah, no, so it was fun to going in memory lane and looking at all the poofs of my hair and the,
That's fun. Okay, wait, I had
oh,
a question about your hair. Did
okay.
you, first of all, also like I remember that day I was at Jose's wedding, you guys.
Right.
And how delicious the bacon wrap scallops were and the cupcakes. Uh, and do you remember you like hurt your hip like the day before your wedding? You were like not walking. I
Mm-hmm.
remember that trauma that was the couch that I saw in that photo because I feel like you were laying on that couch.
Yes. Oh my God, you're funny. Yeah, for sure. I was laying on that couch the night before because the night before was our rehearsal dinner. And that's when my hip kind of had issues. I was wearing this like really tight skirt and it wasn't good. There was something happening with my hip. Anyways, I had to go on my wedding day at the chiropractor for him to try to fix me so that I could walk. I remember that. I had forgotten that. But look at me doing a choreograph for a dance.
Yes,
Choreographed. It's a weird.
choreographed.
Be choreographed. There we go.
It's a weird word.
Dance for my wedding. Oh, ben. So
Okay,
many
so
things I
did
would
you
do
have
differently.
someone do your hair? This is my question. Did
When?
someone do
For
your
my
hair?
wedding?
Yes.
It was Melissa, my current hairdresser.
Okay.
Like we worked hard on that profile. Oh, I still remember I'm sitting and we're doing my hair in the at that point in the mini house at my parents, and they had like a little side thing at that time. It wasn't what it is now. And it was this tiny room, and there was like a kitchenette and whatever. And I was like, higher, more, you know.
We are not shocked.
And then I wanted this area to to do this, the little curve here, it's like it couldn't be flat. It needed to also have volume on the bottom. So if you look, Lo, that is work. There's a lot of work for that to all be so big. So as much as it was fun making fun of my hair, it's when I look at all the hair, like all the bridesmaids are poofed. Like
Oh, I didn't
hair
really
is
look at the other ones.
Oh yeah, Mire's hair is puffed. Kriste's hair is so puffed. Oh my God. And then there's Kristen. She has the like upper puff here. The only one that did not have the puff, whose hair is beautiful now, but back then I remember being like, she needs puff. Know what I mean? Was Shelly. Her hair is beautiful. Like when you look at the picture, it's beautiful now. You know what I mean? Like in nowadays. Anyways,
Your
wow.
stories have expired, so I can't look back. So as far as the poof goes, here's the thing. I'm like, I got married that same year. I did not have poof.
Yeah, you
So
weren't poof. It's not a
so I'm
French
like,
thing. You thought it was a French thing, but then the amount of people that are English that responded to my thing are like, oh, bring
no,
poof back.
it is a French thing for sure.
I
But
mean,
also, here's my question. Was it actually still in style during your wedding, or were you guys holding on to the poof?
I don't know. I think it still was. I think I was very much in style. Also, I also feel like, wait. I also feel like this is the poof. This
Okay.
is, yeah.
Okay.
Look at Mire's hair.
Yeah, that's
It's
serious.
it's something. Actually, there I
That's
look
serious.
normal. Know what I
Yeah.
mean? Oh,
Yeah.
wait. So that's really good. Look at this one. This is a big one.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. And then you have her hair, which is like so nice now. You know what I mean? Her hair is really nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And my
Yes.
cousin, oh my goodness. The not
Everyone
oh
pooped.
no, not the over the shoulder picture.
Oh my gosh.
And that's also when pretty sure, I mean, I don't remember, it wasn't in my environment that the rainbow represented gay pride like at that time. That wasn't like strong as it is now. Like I would never do that again right now
Okay.
because it represents that. You know what I mean?
I mean, I think it's definitely a symbol for it, but I feel like it's not, you're allowed to still have rainbows.
You definitely are still allowed, but I feel like it's like stronger now. Like
I mean, I feel
it
like
really
you just
branded that.
probably
You know what I
I,
mean?
I feel like you just probably wouldn't pick rainbow as your theme right now. Point.
It would not. And I was looking at my pictures and I'm like, oh my God, like it's so funny to see like my neighbors there that I don't talk to. You know what I mean? I was like, interesting. All of
I
these,
remember
so many
when
people.
you were like inviting people, and there was for sure people that you were inviting that you were like, I don't know that person. Like, I
No,
think
oh,
your
for sure.
mom, it was important to your mom to invite a lot of people, I
Well,
think.
I mean, I was so young. It was literally just like a high school reunion or a family reunion. You know what I mean? Like I was 23. So it was like very much like just everyone from high school or university. And then I had just started working. So it was like you guys, kind of like that little crew. But then other than that, it was like all the other people that I have ever known. 500 invitees.
500.
500. Mm-hmm. 500.
Oh my
So
gosh.
many.
I'm
So many.
wondering if I can quickly find a photo of my wedding
Oh,
here.
that was fun. Oh, I would love to
Um,
go to your wedding. We weren't that like I just say what didn't make sense at the time.
yeah, it's all good. It was a destination wedding. Like the commitment
Yeah, and we
level
had
was
just met like in 2009. You got married. You know what I mean? Like you go to a destination wedding to someone you really need to know.
absolutely.
Yeah. We'd already gone on a trip. Back then, only one trip a year. You know what I mean?
I don't even know how to find albums anymore.
Now
Like,
I go to anyone's destination wedding. Anyone that wants
how do
to,
I?
I will go.
Actually, I'd love to go to a wedding if
There's
anyone
no,
wants to
I
go to
don't
my
think you had
wedding.
a wedding. I did not have a wedding album on Facebook.
I do. I have your wedding on my. That was
On your
back when
Facebook.
Neil and I were taking
I,
photos and just putting it there. I for sure have your wedding, I think, on my.
okay, I don't. I don't have any pictures of my wedding on Facebook. Isn't
Oh,
that
really?
wild?
Oh, my wedding.
Oh, there it is. Oh, did you call it my wedding?
No, no, my wedding.
Oh, okay. Oh man, that would have been
But
amazing.
I think I found.
Called my wedding.
I literally think yours is in my phone as the wedding of the year, and I got married the
Oh,
same year.
oh, those breasts. They look good in that dress.
Not only is my hair not poofed, it's actually slicked right back.
Slicked right back. There's a little
Yeah.
bit of like here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Here.
I obviously did it myself.
You
Just
think you did your
babies.
hair yourself? Do you
Oh,
think
the wedding of the year.
the
Your
wedding?
photo. Well, look at it. Look at your photo. Well, can
You
you?
did an album of my wedding and it's
Sure
called
did.
Wedding of the Year.
I'm annoyed with the light because you can see like all the rainbow.
All my
Like I have,
decorations.
Josie, I have a photo of every color flower. Look, there's you and
Baby, send it to me.
I.
Send it to me.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
my goodness.
Any other photos? Oh, you
Oh,
and Jason,
oh.
me
Jason,
eating bacon wrapped
you know
scallops.
he's 17.
You're so sweaty in this photo. It's amazing.
Stop.
You were obviously dancing like crazy.
Oh yeah, it was something. It was a really
Oh,
good night though. I really we danced until the end. Oh, so sweaty in that picture with Jason. I see it now. I remember. Oh my God. I was also so young. Jason is now 17. He's graduating
crazy,
this year. Isn't that insane?
crazy,
All right, so you
crazy.
guys, we wanted to talk about Ilona. I think I heard someone say it earlier. Alona Maher.
Okay.
Really like her. You guys should follow her. She is an Olympian and she calls herself, they call themselves like big bitches. Like basically they're just like bigger women.
Like her and her sisters,
Yes. And like, so they even said this to Kelsey. So Travis, not Travis Kelsey, but the other brother.
Jason Kelsey.
Jason Kelsey's wife went on the podcast and they're like, so you're a big lady like us? And she's like, oh, why aren't you calling me a big bitch? Like, I know you guys call yourselves. And she's like, oh, we call ourselves all the things. But because she's 5'11". So
Hey,
yeah. So they're like really tall. And
even
she's,
that like word, isn't it funny? Like that word for women, like big, like you
yeah.
just said that, and I was like, oh my gosh, she just
Yeah,
like
but they
called
meant
her that.
tall and they meant just like you're in a bigger body than the normal woman. You know what I mean? So yeah,
But like that, I don't know. That's funny that
I know.
like
Yeah.
why do I care? And I remember too, I don't know if you felt this way, but also you were overweight as a kid, but I wasn't overweight as like a teen, but I was always really tall. And I always felt bigger. Do you know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
Well, yes, of course. Yeah.
and I didn't like it. Like I remember not liking it. Like I didn't want to be taller than everyone else. It's like I
Mm.
didn't want to take up that space. I didn't like it.
Did it take a long time? Like, was that for a long period of time? Because I think that was just a short period of time where I didn't like being tall. After that, like it's like maybe like a couple of years, but then after that, it is what it is, though. Like, was that like through high school as well? You didn't like to be tall?
I think so. Also, my
Okay.
boyfriend in high school was kind of short, so maybe that's why.
Maybe, maybe
But
that's
no,
what.
I didn't like it.
And also, like sometimes, so we're both 5'9", and then it says on the internet that that girls stop growing after like 14. I'm like, was I 5'9" at 14?
Oh,
Like,
probably.
yeah, I don't remember. That's tall to go into high school at 5'9".
Like Phoebe, like okay, Mel's twins, like Lily and Leah, they
Right.
for sure are 5'9" and they were 5'9" in grade like 6.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Or
Whoa.
close to it. Phoebe is 5'3" going into grade 6 right now, 5'4", and she's gonna be tall. Like I feel like by the time we were going into high school, we were 5'9".
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. Phoebe's
Mm-hmm.
5'4"?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Phoebe is so
Holy.
tall.
So that's really tall. How tall
Mm-hmm.
is Piper? Probably 5?
Just hitting 5. I think she's still
That's
under 5.
that's tall. Because Dia's not 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no. So like because 60 inches is like, yeah, no, she's 58 inches, I would say. She's
Yeah.
like she would be tall. Like all out of all of her friends, she'd be probably the tallest. And
Oh,
there's one
wow.
other girl that's a little tall. Yeah. So like 5'4", I've like that's really tall at grade 5 for sure. Because
No, Phoebe's super tall.
there's only one other girl that I know that she comes to spin because she's in grade 6, but she's 5'4".
Okay.
So you know what I mean? So if as long as you're tall, you can do whatever on that bike. It's more like the tallness that stops
I
them.
see. I
You know what I mean?
see.
It's just the bike's too big for you.
Right.
Well, that is incredible. Okay, so what we're going to be talking about is her, and there's a post that she did. She's really funny, great humor, great posts. Like I always love to see what she's like kind of doing, and when she posts something, it's like it's never serious, and it's always either very like a lot of self-love there, which I love, and then but also funny. Also makes fun of herself and doesn't take herself seriously. So there's one post where she was a swimsuit model for Sports Illustrated. Did you see that Bethany Frankel was also in that
Sure did.
yeah, in that same swimsuit fashion show?
Yeah. That caused a lot of stir.
Yeah,
How smart are they to invite the people they invited to run that catwalk?
I know it's so good. It's so
Like
good.
it was all like shapes, sizes,
Vraiment
industry,
différent.
kind of like there was drama, which is perfect. You know what I mean? Created attention.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I agree. I was like, oh yeah, okay. And they really don't shy away from just showing all things. Know what I mean? Love it.
No.
Love it, love it, love it. Anyways, so there's this one post where they made a post about her on the internet, Alona, and then it was like people were debating whether she's overweight or not. So it's like, is this an overweight body? Is this not an overweight body? Um, and it was very interesting because 20 million people saw that post and kind of chimed in on like what they think about her body. And so she came across that post, right? Because obviously they didn't really, maybe they tagged her, probably they did in the comments. But it's just the whole debating online about someone's body and what they think. Yuck. E.
And
Um,
just that many people as
yeah.
well.
Yeah. I love that she wrote like the caption of her post of her talking about that post is sorry, I'm so thick and juicy. Like it's just good. Her captions are always funny, short, but like right come intense kind of. Um, so she just says like, like whether you think it's overrated or not, like it doesn't, it's not like it's not important. Like it's not like a thing. Like it's not
She was
it.
basically saying like no matter what you look like, people are going to judge you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like look at all of these people and it just shows all of these different opinions. It's what it's showing is and reflecting is I'm sure if you read through the comments is that it doesn't matter what other people think.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
that there's not one, like sometimes I think people think there's like this one look that's like, oh, approved,
Yeah, approved by all.
approved. Like there's like a check mark.
Yeah.
It that's not a
And we're
thing.
trying to get it, but it's never approved though.
It's like you're trying to get your blue tick on Instagram. Like
Right.
you're, do you know what I mean? It's like you're looking for that approval, but
Yeah.
if you continue to look for that, you're never going to get it. Like you need to look from within and just see like, am I showing up as how I want to show up?
Yeah. Is this the life I like, Lo? Like, is this
Done.
good, Lo? Oh, ben, oh, ben.
And I like how she talks about like what her body has done for her. I think that's
Mhm.
amazing.
Yeah. And she did mention like people are gonna kind of come to her defense and be like, well, she's an Olympian. She's like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I was not an Olympian. Like, you don't need a reason for how you look. You know what I mean? Like, oh, she looks like that because it's like, no, I look like that because that's who I am. Like, this is just the accumulation of my life and what I've accomplished, you know? Oh man. It's hard because we've like grown up in a society that like has normalized kind of like, and we're trying our best not to comment negatively on a body, but we shouldn't comment at all. Like,
Agreed.
at all. Like, and it's
Agreed.
hard because sometimes you want to say something positive, but then even then, we shouldn't even be like not looking, but not thinking when we look at a body. And that's really hard because we're all human. But it's like, how do we not think and then say? Like, you can think and be like, oh, I shouldn't even be like, I should be talking to this person. I should be like looking into their eyes and like knowing them, not being like, oh, nice boobs or whatever. And I struggle with that sometimes. I'm like, oh, your breasts, they're good. I'm a breast commenter. Shit.
Well, it's because that's what is maybe like one of your things you notice because you don't have any. Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly.
Like
Yeah. So I'm
it's
like,
like
oh,
when you have like straight hair and you really want curly hair, you
yeah,
notice people with curly hair. Or like you
yeah,
notice if you're subconscious of your nose, you look at other people's noses. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
And I think breast is like something that I don't know, like when it's like a thing, you're like, oh, nice breast or nice hair or whatever. It's when it's like a like more of a generalization, like she's small, she's big, she's, you know what I mean? Like, and so because we think that if someone's small, they're confident and
I
that
know.
or that they like their bodies and
Or
that
that they're healthy.
yeah. So that is not like there's no look to all these things like happy, healthy, whatever. So it's very that's why just like and again, it's always I think the generation before us, our moms, are a little bit more commentary on like people's
Big
body.
time.
Yeah, I think it's just like it was a part of that generation,
Big
and I
time.
don't blame them for it. It's what was normalized, and it's
Big
kind of like
time.
we did. And think about like the shows that were popular back then. Like they would
Oh,
literally like just shit on people's bodies on TV, and that's what you
yes.
see, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm curious, I think I know the answer already. Do you spend time on TikTok lately? Like, do you ever scroll on TikTok? I don't either. So I like don't even I don't think I have the app. So like I don't scroll on it. But the people that do are telling me that there's this like there's something about
Skinny
like
talk.
yeah, what is that? Do you know what that is?
I think it's like people, let's ask ChatGPT. I
Mm.
think it's people teaching you how to be really skinny.
Okay.
What is skinny talk? There's also one thing I'm really interested in that my mom told me about that's going through TikTok is like a black woman shower. Apparently, they shower differently than us, and we've been doing it wrong, and we're all really dirty.
Oh, okay.
Yes, like apparently, I think they're using toner on their armpits.
Toner.
Toner, you know, like on your face, like toner,
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
which really makes sense.
Oh, okay,
Someone
yeah.
uses natural deodorant. I need to do that. So someone needs to tell me that.
Okay.
Skinny talk refers to a harmful trend on TikTok and other platforms where thinness and extreme dieting are glorified
Mm,
under the fancy word I don't know of wellness or lifestyle inspiration. It typically features what I eat in a day videos,
mm,
tiny calorie counts, 500 to 800 calories,
mm,
body check routine,
mm,
motivational slogans like if your stomach is growing, pretend it's applauding you. Growling.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh my God. Okay. Wow.
Why it's considered promotes disordered eating,
Mm.
health risks. Obviously, we don't need to read why it's,
Yeah. Okay. 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 Okay.
yeah.
There's one thing you
But
said. I was like, oh, that's a good conversation because just yesterday, so I'm trying to do less body checking. It's like a part of my journey.
yeah.
And yesterday I was like in my bikini. And I was like, don't look down. Like, you don't need to look down ever. Like when you're sitting, when you're standing, when you're walking, like you don't need to like check.
That's what I do when I'm having sex. Don't
Yeah,
look
don't
down.
look down. That's not what you say it out loud. Is it Alicia, don't look down, or Neil, don't look down?
Okay, keep going.
Both. But I feel like that is really hard because body checking is a big part of what I do a lot. And so I was like, I'm just like really, I just like noticed a few months back and I was like, okay, like this is the next part of totally fully being present and never, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if there's a boule, if there's not a boule, if the thing, like you don't need to like look down and try to fix where the bikini hits and where it, like, you know what I mean? Just sit, just this is your body and you're sitting. Like it's hard. It's not easy when you've been doing that. And I was like, I wonder if it's related to my particular experience of like losing weight and like being so in that industry and in that world. Or do people that I've never been in a bigger body, do they body check? So I'm always curious. So sometimes when I do feel comfortable with someone in my life, I'm like, do you do that? Do you
That's
or
a really good question.
yeah. I'm curious.
Uh,
And I think it would be different for everyone
I
because just
think
because
so.
someone's never lived in a bigger body doesn't mean they don't have disordered thinking or behaviors. But I've thought that my whole life where you kind of put everyone in the same, like if you've never been overweight, this is how you behave. And if, but we're all different and we all do different things depending on how we grew up or our relationship with our bodies.
I mean, and also like what we do for a living, like what we
Mhm.
do for a living, like to support women, through a wellness journey, a weight loss journey, a mindset journey, whatever that looks like for them. There's a lot of like focus
Oh,
on
like that. Yeah.
that, and like because we've both had significant weight loss journeys as well. But I think if you guys are listening and you're kind of like, oh, Jose, like, I'd like to be on that journey. I kind of want to take you guys a few steps back because Jose is like, she's advanced in this
Mhm.
journey,
Mhm.
and I really feel like the very first thing, like before you start doing all of that, start thinking about your language the way you're speaking about anyone's bodies at all. Like
Right. Yeah.
to me, that was the very first step is I stopped talking shit or commenting on anyone's bodies.
Yeah.
And then I tried to stop commenting on my own body
Mhm.
and then stop looking at yourself in the mirror and checking. Do you know what I mean? It's
Right.
like I remember I stopped pulling my skin out in the mirror and talking shit about myself,
Right. Yeah.
And so there's like steps to this.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I think the first step is awareness of like what's happening. You know what I mean? And being like, okay, this is where I'm at. This is what I'd like to work on. Like you have to like kind of choose the next step, whatever that is for you. And you're like, oh, this is, yeah, I want to stop doing that. And
And want to work on it.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like, you don't have to work on that if you don't want to. We all have a different mental capacity when it comes to these things. And this might just not be where your head's at right now,
Yeah.
where you want to put your energy. That's fine.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And it's insane though, like what I noticed for myself is that I would never like sincerely to the core would never think of someone that like lives in a bigger body than me. And I know they live in a bigger body than me. I see it, we see it. It would be, and I would never think they need to lose weight or they need to change or they should feel like I would never think that. But then when it's on yourself, it's like never good enough, never, you know what I mean? So I'm like, oof, like and I'm someone that like has worked hard on self-confidence and I am a confident woman, but like there's still things that I'm like, I really do feel that way about another person. Like I really am like, oh my God, like don't stress about that. Like who cares? No one notices that. But then with yourself, it's just different. So it's a lot of work there on yourself.
And what I also want to point out, guys, is I know what some of you guys are thinking. You're like, oh, easy for you, Jose. They think, well, if I had your body, it
Oh,
would
right.
be easier, right? That's super important, you guys.
Yeah,
Like,
it doesn't have a look.
no, it does not. And like, just because Jose has this or doesn't have that doesn't mean it's easier for her to
Yeah.
work on this. Like, it's
No, no, no.
not about the look. It's
Mhm.
about the way that you're thinking about your body and
Yeah.
speaking about your body.
It's a
I
like
had a
it's
moment,
the
like it was a
intention.
couple years ago, and I was always really hard on myself when it came to the way that I looked.
Mhm.
And it was like such a cheesy moment. But it was like I walked past a mirror and I like paused. And it was the first time I feel like I stopped and I looked at myself as a whole human.
Yes.
And I'm like, you are a beautiful human, Alicia.
Yes, like you're a person inside. This is
And
just your body.
people that are looking at me are
Mhm.
also looking at me as a whole human,
Yes.
you
No,
know, and
Alicia
not my
the person.
cellulite on my legs.
Yes, they're looking at Alicia the person.
Yeah.
That's who they want around. You know what I mean? Your legs, like it is what it is. And we wouldn't think that about anyone else that we love. You know what I mean?
No. Do you find it hard to not comment on your kids' bodies?
No, I don't comment on their bodies. In what way?
Like, oh, your butt is just so cute.
Oh, well, I mean, they are so cute. Their butts are so cute.
Just curious. Like, I
I
find
don't find
it
it hard because I'm not trying to stop that, maybe. No.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I
But yeah,
think I was extra conscious of it because Piper was always smaller than Phoebe
okay, yeah.
and still is. And we would call her like little pipes. And it was like kind of a part of like her, like when she was like from like a baby, you know what I mean? And it
Right.
kind of almost came a part of her like identity. And it was always like a part, not always, but it was just like often a part of the conversation. And I was like, I don't
Yeah, there's
want.
like another one there. I think it's even, yeah, I can see how in your situation, there's actually a twin, same age sister. I can see that. Yeah, for
And
sure.
even for her, because like I've seen kids who feel like they need to like fit in this little box of an identity that they've been given.
Yeah, right, for sure.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, oh no, I'm the small twin. Like I need to continue to be the small twin. Like I
Mhm.
didn't ever want that. So that I had to work hard on kind of like changing that language.
Yeah.
Um, and trying
They're
not to
just not
comment
the
on her.
same height. Like, you know what I mean? Like
No,
the
exactly.
biggest one, that's the biggest difference between them. They're just not the same height. And
Absolutely.
that's like a fact. Like, you know what I mean? Like she's tall, she's the shorter twin, but
So
like,
instead of saying little, like she's the smaller
yeah,
twin, I would say
shorter.
she's the shorter twin.
Yeah, she's a shorter twin. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there needs to be a shorter one.
Yep.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Oh my God. Especially if Phoebe's 5'4", like that's like she's really she has the tall gene. You know what I mean?
Oh,
The
big time.
tall gene. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that. And like hopefully she loves being tall. Oh,
I think she does.
yeah, especially she's into basketball. Like, oh
Yeah.
my God, like such a what she needs to like continue. I feel like it's perfect. Like it fits.
She really has a good relationship with her body and with the size of her body and wanting to be strong
Yes.
and like, you know, moving her body to feel better and just nourishing her
No,
body.
she
Like
definitely
she's
has that. She has like
she
that
talk,
go-getter. You know what I mean?
do
Especially for
you
the
think?
yeah. Especially for sports, but also like she knows what's up.
Oh, she knows what's up.
She knows what's up. And I feel like Piper's more like just doing her thing. Know what
A
I mean?
100%. Like Phoebe knows like the trends on the internet. You know what I mean? Like she knows
Definitely.
the things.
Yeah.
Pipes is just like, I'm good.
I'm good. Don't need to know the trends. And I think
No.
that's actually great because they're definitely not fighting for the same type of lifestyle. Like they're not into, I mean, there are things I'm sure they're into that are similar, but you get what I mean.
Big
Know what I
time.
mean? It's like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm happy that Phoebe's tall so she can play her basketball, like her favorite sport, which is basketball. Like it just like
Mhm.
works out, you know?
Yeah.
She's more artsy. Phoebe, would you, not Phoebe, Piper, would you
Big
say?
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More like academic.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 And then in our family too, we don't like not talk about it. Like we talk about their strengths. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yes,
we
I
almost
think
like
that's
make
good.
fun of Piper for being such a keener.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? So it's
Right.
like, sure, you're a
Yeah,
stronger
there's no
woman.
good or right way, like good or bad.
Ex-
It's not like, oh, because she's smart, that's better than, you know what I mean? I like that. And then Alfie's just doing his thing. I think it'll be more Phoebe and Piper, like to be careful, not really, but you get what I mean? Like to
Oh,
be
big
more like
time.
aware, just because
Oh,
they're sisters but then Alfie just is going to be different just because he's the boy, older.
yeah, and even the boy, but he definitely had a moment like where he was like speaking about his body
Okay.
and you know, wanting to feel different in his body, and I thought that was interesting. Or maybe it was more he like got really tall and got like thinned right out, and he noticed
Right.
photos of himself from before. He was like, I can't believe I looked like that.
Mm,
I thought it was interesting that he even noticed.
right. Oh,
But
yeah.
again, it
Yes.
wasn't,
Like he's growing up, yo.
you know,
Like he's gonna make out with girls soon. Like he's gonna notice shit though.
no,
Yeah.
he's not. But he, you know what, is interesting when he was speaking about himself, it wasn't good or bad.
It was just like
That's the
is.
difference.
Yeah.
Like even in the football world, like it's like a thing that footballers are like big, like depending on their
Right. You're
position,
right.
right? Some of
Yeah.
them like there's big boys, right? And it's not good or bad, it just is. You are a big boy, like fact, you have extra fat on your body. Like
Right.
it is a fact. It's not good or bad. It's so
Yeah.
interesting in that world, the way, and they even wear like crop tops, some of them,
Oh my God, I love it.
to like show off their bellies on purpose. Like they literally have a normal shirt and then they tuck it to like show off their bellies.
Their bellies, like not their abs, just their belly.
No,
Because
big
they're like
bellies.
big boys. Okay.
Big boy bellies. And I just think it's interesting the culture. Like if you were playing a sport at that age with girls who were living their life in bigger bodies, I don't think they'd be wearing crop tops and like showing off and they're like playing the drums on the belly. And it's like it's just matter of
Love it.
fact. It's not
It's
good or
just
bad.
also different.
Yeah.
Boys, oh, there's it's just so different. Because then girls, they like boys is like not that it's okay to be bigger, but it's like what they want. Like I want to be bigger. Whereas girls are like, I want to be smaller. Oh,
And I also think men are just like if a man sometimes is carrying around extra weight, it's not like don't talk about it, can't refer. It's like you see it, it's out there, it's not a big deal. I'm not a bad person. It's just this is what it is. I
yeah.
just find them more matter of fact. There's less of their worth for men. There's less of their worth connected with
With
the
how they
size of their
look.
body.
Ben, we, and that I feel like that's our fault as a culture
Big
and
time.
society that we have done that with women. That it's
Big
like
time.
if they're bigger, and I like there are taller women that are 6'3". You know what I mean? Like it's just and not being like, oh, she's tall or whatever. It was so funny. The Kelsey's wife, Jason Kelsey's wife. What's her name? I don't know her name. Anyways, she was like, she went into high school at 5'10", and she said like the boys hadn't caught up yet. And so they were just like always calling me some sort of name or whatever. And she was also they're also a part of the flat chested club. So Ilona and the
Okay, yes.
chest.
No boobs.
And so she was like, yeah, and so is Jason Kelsey's wife. She does not have any breasts. She's like, I don't have any. And so she said, like, people were like, oh, you're so tall and flatter than the walls. And like, that was like kind of like how they were commenting on her body. And then she goes, the boys hadn't caught up yet. And then one of the sisters says, like, have they even still to this day caught up? She's like, right, they didn't really. Because, if you're 5'11", like, you have, like it's
That's
still you're
tall.
tall. Yeah, you're tall. Um,
Okay, so I need to tell you, my mom's got back to me because I'm a new. If you want to know anything about TikTok, you just ask my mom.
okay. Oh my God.
Okay. So BGS, it's like a thing. It's a commitment, okay, having this shower. And I said now I and now
Night girl shower. Is that
yes,
BTS?
it's like
Okay.
a whole thing. She's like, and now I feel like I could have done better. It's over now though. And I'm like, oh, the trend is over. She goes, no, I'm like too old and married too long to care.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow. There's words in here like labia and butthole.
Oh, oh, they really get clean, huh?
Using witch hazel for labia, buttholes, and tons of lotions and oils.
Okay. Married for too long to care. I
And
see.
too old?
Too old. I don't blame her.
No. I feel like a good little wipe in the shower is good
Yeah.
enough for your butthole, right?
Yes. No, I feel the same. A
Rub.
good little dove back there.
Oh, mon Dieu.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Well, okay, so I guess the message today is let's not comment on anyone's bodies, even
Yes.
when you think things like, oh my God, like just the other day, a friend came over and she has 4 kids and she's like thin for 4 kids. You know what I mean? So a lot of people would be like, oh, she's very small for having 4 kids. And then, my mom and her sister, so small, huh? So like, you know what I mean? Patro gross. And I'm like, and I just like didn't say anything. I was like, you know what I mean? Because maybe that mom is still like very self-conscious of her body, or you know what I mean? She's probably been thin her whole life. Like that's just like maybe she wants to be stronger and wish she could work out a little bit more and whatever, because she has 4 kids and she's probably stuck at home. You know what I mean? And so like it's just like I'm like, oh, we could also not say anything about her body.
We could not.
Just being like 4 kids must be busy.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Anyways, but I was like, it's just that generation. And they said it with light heart, like just like a positive thing. Like it's
A
a
hundred
positive,
percent.
you know what I mean?
And
Yeah.
sometimes if I see someone that I know is taking care of
Oh,
themselves,
yes.
I might say like you. look like you're really taking care of yourself,
Yeah.
or you look
Happy, you
you
look
look
healthy.
strong, you
Yeah.
look happy,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
seem
I
to
like
have
that.
so much energy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's ways to
There's ways.
comment to like get, you know, because sometimes we think positive things and you want to share that with people. There's
Yeah.
ways to do it without it being about their body.
Yeah, I like it. Okay, we got to wrap it up. Seconds are
Okay.
passing. Okay, have a
Okay.
great week, everyone. Hopefully, you're having a great summer. And let's just put on that bikini and not look down. Okay,
Yes.
bye.